And ergonomics is not only about your seated position, but it's also about group seating positions. And there's been a lot of thought not only into the individual ergonomics, but also about how you converse and communicate. We're here sitting next to each other. There are configurations that are serpentine, back-to-back, L-shape, corners, but it really considers human behavior and how we want to communicate and socialize.
Softwork is Vitra's contemporary solution for modern-day seating and working. Its flexibility, agility, and modularity permits us to create the best solution for our space.
When you think of Vitra, you think of one of two things. You think of the Eames collection, which is very classic, modern, residential in its design. And then you think of the commercial office side of things. It sits sort of in between. It's a little bit of a hybrid in that it has almost like a hospitality and residential feel to it, but it's commercially minded, kind of duality. It's iconically Vitra, but unique in its positioning.
The fact that also it's bold. Has a strong personality. It's absolutely comfortable. Talk about technicalities. 46 height, for instance, free depth seating. You know, it's always what you discuss when we are designing furniture, isn't it, for either residential or F&Bs or offices. I think that means definitely Vitra has considered all these elements through very, very cautiously. To sit in a sofa and work, it's amazing. Aesthetics are so neutral but so well studied that will not compromise absolutely anything, any surrounding. You can enhance it somehow, but I think it's great that it's almost like so neutral, perfectly neutral, that it can fit any environment really.
As an architect and a designer, you know, you never want to be sort of hamstrung by limitations, or you don't want to be limited in a product configuration. And when so much thought has gone into the modularity, and in each configuration looks like its natural configuration, just seems quite right. This product really thinks about your time and makes your time more valuable in a way. There are obvious applications in commercial, but now provide them the opportunity to charge their phone, to set up a laptop. You're just offering someone just that much more in a seat. And I can see how in a public setting that would be really well received, but even in a healthcare hospitality environment where you're just sitting around waiting.
We talk about the fact that, yes, the offices are changing and that, but the reality is that I see it more like a mindset where you cannot be so rigid in a structure of an office, because now with the borders or the fact that people can work here or not, but as well you want to welcome your staff to feel comfortable, to don't be on that kind of static position, but to promote to have a more normal kind of fluent.
It certainly has a bold, striking appearance, you know, the clean lines. It's, let's say, embellished enough that it has more of a presence than most, but at the same time neutral and minimal, that it can fit, you know, into multiple settings. It's always a challenge to provide the extent of functionality that this product provides whilst maintaining, you know, pure beauty and aesthetics. And I think from form versus function point of view, it's well balanced.
It's absolutely functional, and it's super comfortable. It's something that it will not be in fashion or not, you know, but it always will be there. And I think that's somehow the Vitra ethos, isn't it? You will keep looking at the families for generations and generations, and make you think about having a piece like this that you can keep moving or taking it with you everywhere.
The product, as expected from Vitra, follows all the sustainable criteria and guidelines and provides certificates as you would expect. But I find it more relevant from a sustainability point of view in its range of functionality and its modularity. If you had this product in your office and decided that it no longer had a place there, maybe now it has a residential application, it has a healthcare application, it has a hospitality application. So it almost, in a way, promotes making less and using things more.
I see it in the component, in the way that it's structured and thought. When it was conceived, the fact that the structure it's absolutely separate with the actual fibers and textiles, and that the textiles come from a definitely renowned company, which you know that the processes are followed are absolutely circular. I think it's great. To be honest, if there's a lot of people who have been trying to make knockoffs of furniture, and they will cost the double, at least, of that for a copy. So if you think that this is for what you're getting, I think absolutely it's a great price.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's a highly engineered product, and the modular nature of it, and the flexibility and the quality. I mean, the price point, I think, is absolutely appropriate, if not, very competitive for something like this.
Seriously, they're so comfortable.